Today's adventure begins in Celebration, Florida. As the recording of this, it is Earth Day, April 22nd, 2023. Standing outside the Celebration Theater. In fact, I am wearing a Celebration tee. Welcome everyone. Adam the Woo here, wearing an appropriate t-shirt for the town I live in. But I will be traversing the very short commute over to Disney's Animal Kingdom that is celebrating. It is kind of the mecca of Earth Day. You can tell my voice is a little thrown out from last night's Rays win. Screaming and yelling if you didn't see yesterday's episode. Sure. They wanted to be in the video. There they go. Oh, doing a wheelie. Look at that. Not only is it Earth Day, but it's also the 25th anniversary of Disney's Animal Kingdom. DAK for short. I call it AK. I'm sending messages, I go AK, not DAK, but the correct acronym, lettering, is DAK. Nonetheless, I'm heading over there. I'm inviting you to join me. See what's happening. Shall you? Man, I could really use some caffeine. Yesterday I only had one small coffee in the morning at my place. I made it in the Keurig. I didn't even find coffee when I went over to St. Pete, because I totally kind of just forgot about it when the game started. So I am going to go over to Starbucks and get a large coffee. Yeah, I'm a little tired today. I think because I stayed out so late. Driving back from the Tampa St. Pete area. Been editing this morning, and I have not neglected to go to the gym and hit the treadmill each morning. I'm on a little bit of a streak doing that. If you want to follow along in my workout adventures, you can follow me on Instagram, Adam the Woo ATW on Instagram. I've been on this kick lately of not eating fried food and not much sugar, little sugar. So when I get a coffee, I would get the raw sugar. So if they were out of raw sugar, usually I would get 2 raw sugars in there and a little bit of milk or cream, just a little bit. But today they were out of that, so I just said, give me 1 sugar. And I must tell you, having only 1 sugar in a large coffee like this is, I think I could get used to it, but it's kind of a shock at first. But I figured, you know what, heck it. I will branch out and start, I'm branching out and having less sugar in my coffee. I don't know if I can go full black coffee, but you never know. Maybe one day. Branch out because there's branches here. I know this joke is already overused, but whatever. All right, this is interesting. I-4 westbound is backed up on the 1 lane, but this other lane over here, not backed up. That's different. Power pole Mickey. Also, just a heads up, I will not be eating any of the dessert type treats today that are here specifically for the anniversary. Got to get away from that habit. Trying to show sweet treats at events. I don't have to show all of them. So, my apologies if you want to see sweet treats being eaten by me. Not happening today. Usually I go underneath that archway. Not today. I got to veer off this way to go to Animal Kingdom. The Kingdom of Animals. Approaching the parking area for the Kingdom of Animals. Animal Kingdom. This place is looking pretty dang busy. Parking lot is very full. In fact, I think in the past visits, I don't think I've seen the parking lot this full as it continues all the way down this direction. Usually it stops right about here, so everything past here, from this point on is usually empty lot on a normal day. This is a beehive of activity. It's also 2:30 p.m. They did an opening ceremony at 8:30 a.m., which I was not able to make it to. Holy cow, there's some people here. Including this little car queue line that I am now, in. Well, queue and line are the same word, but it's fun to say both of them together. Car queue line. The farthest reaches of the lot. And of course, you see the peaks of Everest over there. I will be going on Everest. That and Dinosaur are my two favorite attractions here. In fact, most of the time it's the reason I come over here. But I'm gonna try to do a couple other things today too. Look at this. This is 2:30. Oh, you know what? Park hopping started at 2. Well, not park hopping, and then also annual pass holders who do not have reservations are allowed in without a reservation at 2. That's probably what this line is. I ended up making a reservation this morning, so I thought I was going to get here earlier. That did not work out according to my plan. But, you know, I don't need, arriving now at 2:30, I'm getting tongue-tied. I wouldn't even need a reservation getting here now. But I did make one. I do like the after 2, no reservations needed. I could almost hear the Yeti up there, growling from here. Disco Yeti. And this is it stretching all the way back. I just now realize I probably should wash off my side mirror. Since I'm kind of stuck here, waiting for them to direct me to the parking spot. Check out some wait times. Looks like Everest is 40 minutes, Dino's 50, and 40 minutes for the safari. So not horrible, but definitely not great. That actually might ascend a little more as more of the people could get in here. Also, shout out to the cast members who are directing traffic. They're doing a heck of a job. It has to be very stressful. People leaving, people going, ebbs and flows, 2 different lanes. A lot of people are, it looks like a lot of people might be leaving too. I think that's the exit route. The cast members do a heck of a job, they really do. I think we all take it for granted sometimes, how much magic they provide. A little bit of gridlock here too. We see it, DAK, Disney's Animal Kingdom. I just call it AK, but I think most people realize what I'm saying when I say AK. MK, AK, Studios, Epcot Center. Those are the 4. It's taken a while to get in here. I did not expect it to be this busy this late in the day. I was wrong. Okay, I veered off and parked over here in Giraffe 227. I saw a couple spots, there's actually quite a few spots over here in Giraffe instead of waiting. Oh, look at this, there's a Bob Ross on this. Look, it's Bob Ross behind the wheel of this car. I bet he celebrated Earth Day. He was really into painting earthy trees. And the trams are running here. Take a look at this. Trams are only running here and at TTC, Transportation Ticket Center. I just love using letters instead of saying full words. Look at this line coming, cars coming in. Holy crud. Oh my. Wasn't expecting this. Fun fact, I don't think I've ever taken the tram at DAK. You know what, heck, I'm gonna start saying DAK. I've got these cones. Well, that doesn't say DAK. This other one says DAK. The DAC. I've never taken the tram. I don't think I can cut across here. But the way I'm gonna remember my parking spot, Giraffe 227, there was a TV show called 227. I'm just gonna pretend the giraffe was one of the roommates. Ooh, getting some cool angles on the little circle area there. And I definitely could have walked it, probably would have been a lot quicker, but you know what? I've never taken the tram ever at DAK, Disney Animal Kingdom, DAC. I've never trammed it at DAC, never took the TRAM at DAK. New experiences here on Earth Day 2023. Honestly, the one sugar worked out perfectly. I think I'm gonna start doing the one sugar thing. I think I can get used to it. We are going to give you your very first. And also, even though I'm not going to be doing any treats today, it is going to be our final U-turn. That'll be our final U-turn. So when they make the final U-turn, I'm going to get off and head towards the main entrance. I'll go on a couple of attractions, kind of survey the landscape, and also purchase some merchandise. Definitely want to get a pin or two. I always like getting collectible merchandise from different events to signify different occasions. You know, obviously these are kind of like a diary for me, filming and doing different things that I can look back on, but also having, you know, little trinkets that don't take up much space in the form of pins. It's kind of like become my thing now. I just get a pin from different events, Disney pin, I throw it right in a bag, and then later in life I'll be like, holy cow, look at that, I got a pin from this at that event, including Earth Day at Animal Kingdom 2023. Also, Not just that, but the 25th anniversary of this park itself. It opened on Earth Day 25 years ago. In fact, it's funny, Tampa Bay Rays celebrate their 25th anniversary, and so is Disney's Animal Kingdom. What a year! I am now over here at the base of the Tree of Life. There's a rhino here, but not just rhinos. There are a lot of different animals carved into the branches as well. So if you kind of look all around, it looks like maybe like that's a squirrel possibly. Over here is either, I think maybe a possum tucked away over in this corner. And I ended up getting the GOT collectible guide map. We'll kind of browse through there and see what kind of events and what kind of merchandise, what kind of treats that most likely I will not be consuming they have. I want to make a Jungle Cruise joke, but I mean, I'm pretty cliche with my jokes. That's the backside of water, come on, be honest. 25 years of innovation and conservation for the past 25 years. Disney Animal Kingdom theme park has welcomed guests from around the world to experience the magic of nature, celebrate the power of each, to protect the beautiful diversity of life of our planet. Walt Disney himself said, quote, "Conservation isn't just the business of a few people, it's the matter that concerns us all," unquote. Specialty merchandise commemorative with your visit. The anniversary merchandise released today at the following locations: Island Mercantile, Discovery Trading Company, and Wambasa Marketplace while supplies last. They had a little bit of a line over there, so I want to get in line before all the pins are gone. And also these are the specialty foods. Obviously these are going to be layered with calories and sweet goodness. There's a colossal elephant roll. There's a 25th anniversary Earth Tart. There's a 25th anniversary dessert platter. Oh, the birds are coming in. Look at this. They're coming in right now. That's like one of the shows where the birds kind of fly around. Oh my goodness, the birds are all circling around down there. That is awesome. I've never seen it from this angle. I've always seen it from in front of the Tree of Life. But I'm like at the base of the Tree of Life right now, kind of showing that. One thing I wish that Disney would do for some of these festivals in front of some of the anniversaries, kind of wish they had more savory items, more than just like sweets and desserts. They just had a couple more savory items. It doesn't have to be the most healthy thing, but it just seems like it's just really layered with sweets. Maybe just one or two more savory items with some of these anniversaries. Also, is that like a gecko or a lizard right there? There's a bird. There's an ant up top. There's a rhino. There's another squirrel. So awesome. Oh, the birds are taking off. They just did their show. Oh my goodness, look how cute they are over in those trees. There's 3 of them over there. You know what? I'm drawing a blank on what they're called, but they are very, very cute sitting in that tree. Look at that, one's looking right at me. So both of them are looking right at me. Well, they were. They turned away. Oh, now that was looking right at me. All right, this line does not look too bad, so I'm getting in line for the 25th anniversary merch, which does not look too incredibly bad. There's only like maybe 50 people in front of me. Also, I gotta say, this place is really busy, but I feel like most people got in line for merch early this morning. Probably was a lot longer then. Okay, they're kind of secretive on the character experiences. But it says Meet Moana over at Discovery Island, but it says wave to a special guest on Discovery Island also, and look out for additional character sightings. Very vague. Very, very vague. And this also says, you know, at 8:30 this morning, which I was not here for. In front of the Tree of Life, they did like an opening ceremony for the 25th. Yeah, if there's one thing about all of us that love Disney, we also love our merchandise. All right, I'm already seeing the first inkling of some of the merchandise. Alive with Magic 25. There is just a treasure trove of merch. I'm sure some of it's probably already sold out at the, you know, at the start of the day. I don't exactly know what these are, but this looks like the Hellraiser box right here. Picture like Pinhead like holding this thing. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Pinhead and Animal Kingdom have ever been put in the same thing, but that's what's giving me vibes like that. Oh, it's like a light-up thing. You put batteries in there. And then here is the Spirit jersey, which everyone's kind of, the Spirit jerseys are definitely pretty popular. One day I'm going to buy a Spirit jersey, but I kind of run hot-blooded where I don't really like to have like long sleeves on, especially now that it's spring and summer is approaching. But that is really, really cool. There's Kevin down there. I think that's Kevin from Up. I think that's her. Kevin's a female. And got a bag down here. I don't know if this is Loungefly. Yeah, this is Loungefly. Got the Loungefly bag here. Got magnets right here. And of course, with with all stuff that you get usually at the opening day is only 2 per customer. These are also magnets, like fridge magnets here. This is also a die cut magnet. And there's a little keychain over here too for $11.99. And as of now, there is quite an abundance of the Spirit jerseys. These are interesting. This is like this isn't a Tervis tumbler. This is like a wooden based thing. $29.99 for that. This one has a pocket on it. It's like a pocketed tee here. Kind of has like the plants and foliage and whatnot. Nothing on the back. I gotta find pins. I need some pins. Yeah, there's a full-on queue for pins in here. Just to get over to the pin table for now. Oh, they have made it over. Looks like they got quite a few here.
Well, I was trying to decide between.
I always like the date stamp ones. I like that one. There's a Kilimanjaro Safari one. There's a Kevin one. There's a dinosaur one. Ooh. I'm gonna get the dinosaur one. Yeah.
I like that one.
Before this is erased and extinct. That one. I always like. Oh, I should probably not get.
I like this one.
I'm gonna get one of these.
What is this one?
Then
This is the pass holder one.
I think those were the display.
Nope, not me.
Oh, that's the pass holder one. That's the one I just got.
Oh, this one's better than the
Got the pass holder one. Here's a Bugs Life one.
Montana wants the bone.
Bugs Life down here.
Oh,
I'll get this one here.
you're fine. This one.
And the dinosaur.
And then, look at the safari one.
Okay, I think 3 pins are good. So this one I was told was the pass holder one. Actually, yeah, it says pass holder on it, so I might as well take utilization of my annual pass holder and get that. I think the dinosaur one and the standard 25 anniversary logo are not pass holder pins, however. And sometimes they'll have these throughout the course of the year, but I've learned with Epcot's 40th, if you don't get some pins, they're just gone. And they never come back. In comes a restocking carriage
Unfortunately, to
of
access
lounge
this room, you do
flies.
have to go to the
Kind of surprised there's not a Magic Band. If there is, maybe it eluded me at a Magic Band Plus. It's not available. Also moved over to this line. There's a lot of people in there. All right, I have decided to try the mobile checkout on the app. So I'm going to do that. Adding to bag. There's one. Scan item. Scan the second one. And then I'm going to scan the third one over here. So scan the third one, and there's all 3 of them right there, mobile checkout. So after doing that, you just come over here to the stand, check in with the cast member, and you're all checked out. That was easy. It saved me probably 30 minutes in line. And I have just enough room in my fanny pack for the bags. Very helpful cast member over there, kind of informed me and make sure I was doing everything correctly. Super simple. Now they are supposed to have special characters. I just passed the Moana thing. They said they'd close the line for now to meet Moana, who's appearing today. But I saw Scrooge McDuck and I think that's Launchpad McQuack over there on that pontoon pulling away. Characters on pontoons. Okay, I'm heading into the fold of folks here. And I can see Kevin. Oh, Kevin over here in the distance. Yeah, there's Kevin. Come up. How freaking cool is this? It's awesome. You know, I've actually never seen Kevin in person. I've seen videos.
Just turn around and snap away. She is a wild bird who could move at any moment. If and when she does, she will move quickly, and we will move with her. So if you want photos, just turn around and snap away. There are no lines, turns, or cues.
No lines or cues, cast member is saying.
Well, much like me, her attention span is very short. So take those photos. Take them with other people. Kevin is very sociable. She likes to see all of her friends at once. So if you want those photos, snap away. Do you have any bubbles in your lawn?
I'm gonna head over into Dino Land now, or the Dino Land area, which I'm hearing the Dino Land area is going to be going away. So I'm just gonna kind of walk through and check out some of the Dino area before it goes completely extinct. It's gonna be weird not having a lot of the attractions that are over in the kind of the fair area of the Dino Land area down the road. I mean, it's just like hearsay. I don't know if Disney's actually confirmed it, but it's pretty obvious this is going to all be changed over time. Tampa J is here.
Of course.
You're going to get something from Trill Bites.
Trill Bites, I love the pterodactyl.
I should ask you, have you had any specialty treats or anything today?
I had the flamingo.
cupcake.
Cupcake. That wasn't special. It's been
Yeah.
out for a while. But I also did have the Tree of Life cupcake.
You and Chris got here at rope drop at
got
like
here
8:30. You
basically,
are
we walked
beasts, both of you.
I was up all night with this guy here.
I know. I have
At the
to hand it to you.
Tropicana Field. Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they have plenty of coffee here. Too.
Yeah.
I don't know here, but yeah.
Also, Chris the Girl's here, Tampa J and Chris the Girl. So you have some memories of this area.
Oh my gosh.
Any you want to share?
I used to work here. I used to work at Primeval Whirl. Rest
Yeah.
in peace. Triceratops spin over here. The Boneyard beyond us. Also Dinosaur.
Wow, dinosaur.
Yeah, I was a trainer as well.
Did you get the dinosaur pin?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, you got to get the dinosaur pin.
Dinosaur pin and got, I think, the same one you got.
Yeah.
Yeah. So memories. So he has definitely have a little more nostalgia than most people would have.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I was also here for the cast member preview before this park even opened to the public.
Wow.
Back in 1982. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of memories here.
Yeah, I'm really glad I got to ride. Not Triceratops. That's Triceratops spin. Primeval
Yeah, I
Whirl.
knew what you meant.
Primeval Whirl before it closed. I got to go on it a couple years ago. There it is, the Dino Institute. You know what that means. Let's go get that dino. This is pretty good. The wait time only says 25 minutes. This is beautiful, 25 minutes. The last few times I rode this in the last year or so, the line stretched all the way down there, and I always like to point out these teeny tiny ceiling fans. So you worked here, why are the ceiling fans so small?
I don't know.
I think sometimes they do like doesn't this light up with like an asteroid storm or something?
It does sometimes.
One thing that's fun about this too is I look at these murals. In the pre-show up here, you get to see Claire Huxtable. Yeah, the actress that plays Claire Huxtable does the pre-show with the other guy that says, "Let's go get that dino." The actress that played Rudy and the actor, well, that's what's the light, and the actor that played Theo are nowhere to be found. Neither is Bill. Now, I have stated this is my least visited theme park and least knowledgeable on the facts. I don't know if this was an opening day attraction.
It is.
Was this opening day?
Opening day attraction
98.
was called Countdown to Extinction at the time.
Oh,
Countdown to Extinction.
which is a fitting name because it is now going through a countdown to its extinction.
That's what we're thinking.
If it becomes Indiana Jones, that would be cool. But I don't think it's going to. Because how would that fit in here? We just watched the pre-show with Felicia Rashad. Did you know that she was proposed to on live TV by Ahmad Rashad, her husband, the sports guy?
That was on live TV? No, I did not know that.
The underground research facility. So that video is 25 years old too.
Love it right here.
There's a lot of people down there that want to go get that dino. I've heard of the flux capacitor. That's the vortex capacitor. Look at that, the vortex capacitor. I think I'm gonna take, I'm not wearing glasses, but I'm gonna take off my hat. I'm gonna
Take off your hat. I might have to carry mine.
I'm gonna best remove them. Let's go get that dino. Let's go get that dino.
Go get it. I love it.
Okay,
Go get that dino.
let's go get that dino.
Oh, look at that thing. Stylacosaurus.
Warning, meteor shower in.
Computer, full stop.
What is that?
Identify.
Oh, what is that thing? He's nodding his head. Nodding his head, yes.
This one's a vegetarian.
It's like the scariest ride in the park. Oh, wow. Oh, very bumpy, too. Oh, good lord.
In 90 seconds.
We gotta move it.
Keep going.
Pterodactylus.
That's it. About now.
Hold it steady, my friend.
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself. This is it.
I really love that ride, kind of like Indiana Jones at Disneyland. But it's almost like a little too rough. It's a pretty rough and scary ride. Yeah, and I cannot imagine the next ride that goes in its place. They might use the same ride technology, but I think they're gonna like mellow it out a little bit. I don't think they're gonna have a ride that's that rough or that scary again. Kind of like Alien Encounter at Magic Kingdom, how scary that was. I think once they get rid of the scary, they're not gonna put another scary thing in there. You know what I've never noticed? I've always noticed this like turtle, prehistoric turtle, but look up here. There is There is the scary dino right there. How have I never noticed that before? Nightmare fuel. And I have PhotoPass on my AP, so there is for posterity me, Tampa J right there in the front, being frightened. Up, there's a ride vehicle going up the track now. Usually when it gets to the top of the track, you can hear the switch track click, and then the other one will drop in. I do need to go on Expedition Everest at some point today. There it goes. I've always said two scariest rides on Disney property at Animal Kingdom: Dinosaur and Expedition Everest. All right, decided gonna go ahead on Expedition Everest. It said it's a 40-minute wait. I'm gonna predict it's probably a little less than that. Yeah, nothing better than a Yeti Bigfoot museum when you walk through here. That's one of the best things about this ride is the queue. Look at that. Well, look at him over there. The mysterious, mystical Yeti. An encounter with the Yeti and other stories. Now, obviously at Disneyland, the Yeti's name is Harold. I don't know what this, I mean, obviously Disco Yeti. But I don't know if there's an actual name for the Yeti other than Disco Yeti.
Disco Yeti. Maybe it's Travolta.
You think it's Travolta?
It could be, yeah.
Look what he did to that little tape holder right there, that hard hat. Ooh. I mean, good Lord, look at this face. Look at those fangs and those hands right there with the claws. I don't know what's scarier, the dinosaur on Dino or the Yeti on Expedition Everest? Oh, deer. Oh, because this is a deer, but that's frightening too.
That's pretty lucky. Lucky number 13, pretty good.
Now on the 15th anniversary of this ride, which was a couple years ago, I rode it 15 times. Today, I will not be riding it 25 times in a row. Just once. Once is good enough. One thing I've never noticed before is the steam that goes off the back of the engine. I don't know why I never noticed that before. It's like a burning rubber smell. Why have I never noticed that before? Is that something new they've added? Oh, you know what? I guess we weren't getting on that ride vehicle.
Oh, I think they're just testing it around.
This is like deja vu. Because a moment ago I just said, a couple years ago on the 15th anniversary of this ride, I rode it 15 times in a row. I will not be riding it 25 times today.
Never again?
I just like repeating myself. And just to be on the safe side, best route. Off we go.
Here we go.
They're waving goodbye. Going up.
Nice knowing you.
It has been nice knowing you.
Row number 13. Whoa!
This says row 7. This row says row 7 4754.
4754.
So it means we'd be 4754. There's Spaceship Earth over there. You can barely see it. Okay, now it's gone. I hope that dang track's not out again. Man, this track has not been fixed yet?
They haven't fixed that. You know what, Adam? I think there's... What's behind?
This is where you got to hold on to your hat. This is going to drop in hard.
Oh, no, don't do that. Why'd you do that? That wasn't very nice. Oh!
Hold on.
Here it goes.
Hold on to your hat. Hold on to your hat. Oh. Get disoriented. There he is! There he is! Yeti!
Oh man, it's so good.
It's a great ride. Great ride.
Oh man, it's so good.
I need sunglasses, I can't see.
There you go.
Always a good time. One of my favorite rides on property, and probably my favorite ride. I mean, Dinosaur's a close second. Well, probably neck and neck with Expedition Everest here at Animal Kingdom. And why have I never noticed this right up here with the fangs? I never noticed that here in the gift shop before. That's very interesting. Right underneath the Yeti that is ripping apart the ride track. You think they would figure out how to get that fixed after all these years? But just the Yeti just runs amok around here.
I don't think they're Yeti to fix that yet.
Nice. I think we're gonna make our way over to Avatar area, get a bite to eat. Some food back there. They got some kind of healthy options at the restaurant back there. You guys are teaching me something new. I have never walked into Pandora from this angle before, ever. I didn't even know that this little bridge walkway was
the preferred way, but it's a great shortcut.
I never knew it existed.
If you're coming here for the first time, I don't recommend like walking in the back way, but this is a nice
Wow.
little shortcut.
Now, do pontoons ever go through here?
I don't think so, just because of
Yes, I believe so. It looks a little different, but
Okay. You know what does come through here right now, though? Is this duck making its way directly towards us. I'm gonna name that duck Pontoon.
Pontoony, I like it. That's quacktastic.
Look at that. He just beelining it over towards me. This duck.
He likes you, Adam. He really likes you.
Yeah, when you walk in here, you would just assume that you were gonna get swarmed by mosquitoes and bugs. But there aren't any. It's all part of the effect. It's all part of the illusion. The noise illusion through here. With the bamboo. How did I not know this pathway existed before? How did I not know that?
How did I not know
This is my least visited park out of all of them. I feel like I need to change that. Yeah, it dumps out back over here near the restaurant. I'm trying to grab a bite to eat down over here. We are in Saltuli's Cantina, and we had to do mobile order. There is nothing but mobile order here. You cannot get the regular line, so we had to order outside, wait a little bit, and we're going up to mobile order pickup 5. Get my meat? All right, this is what we're dealing with. I went with a bottle of water, Smart Water, a little dressing over here, and I got a chicken, grilled chicken salad. I could not find a calorie count. Surprisingly, I don't know why Disney doesn't have calorie counts. I went to Epcot the other night and couldn't find calorie count on something, and no calorie count here at the cantina as well. But I think this is probably, you know, it's pretty healthy in comparison to what I would have usually gotten before. I think it's a little bit of ranch over there, but I would guess this is probably, I don't know, 1,000 calories. I've been punching in 1,200 on random occasions, so I think the X is out here. Let's say 1,200 calories. And the theming in here is pretty dang cool. You cannot come in here unless you make without making a mobile order, which leads me to believe, what happens if you don't have a smartphone? Would you be able to eat here at this restaurant if you don't have a smartphone? We weren't even allowed in here until we we ordered food, right?
Yeah, mobile order only.
Now the real question is, how many calories do you think this will be? I'm saying 1,000 calories.
I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna say 800.
800? Now obviously Avatar was not opening day, but I just kind of wanted to walk through here, look at the floating mountains. I always like looking at the floating mountains, and I love this area through Avatar, the area of Avatar. I guess the correct name would be Pandora. It's so beautiful back in there. All right, Tampa Jay and Chris had to leave. They've been here since rope drop at 8:30 a.m. I'm heading over to Safari before it closes for the evening. It's showing 20-minute wait. It's actually not too bad. Oh, they close at 7. I cut it just in time. It's like 6:53. Park closes at 8. They don't do night safaris anymore, so they only do dusk safaris. Soon I will be boarding one of these. You guys can go ahead. I'll be boarding one of these very soon.
Like one of Ariel's sisters from The Little Mermaid. I'm going to be your safari tour guide out here at Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, of course, we do have those phones and those cameras if you are going to be taking any pictures today. I definitely have them ready too, because these animals are pretty much moving around all over the place, and I won't be able to stop for every single animal. And speaking of animals, we have animal safety to go over to. If anyone did bring snacks aboard, please start to put them away for the health and safety of our animals. And we are going through their home, so we do want to be respectful guests as we are. So as long as you just keep your indoor voices in the truck, we should be pretty good. Please do not shout out to these animals. No whistling, snapping, clapping, making any weird animal noises back at them. 1,000 to almost 3,000 pounds, which is surprisingly some of the smallest in size compared to some other types of rhinos. Pretty cool. Because they are rarely ever seen. Now, these are the greater kudus hanging out here too. They kind of look like deer, but they're going to be a lot larger than the common deer. They'll get up to about like 750 pounds. Now, bongos, male and females, will have horns on the top of them for about 8 minutes. Then they'll come up for a second and then officially go back down. A group of hippos is called a bloat, which sounds like a very unfortunate name in my opinion. Don't let that cute flub fool you. It's all pure muscle that they got going on over there. Now we're going to be making our way on over here. Keep on looking on your left. That's where the Nile crocodiles are. Some are going to be in the water, some are going to be on land. They blend in really well with that rock wall there too. A lot of people are super intimidated by them. I totally get it. We hear lots of scary stories with what they're capable of doing, especially with their jaws alone. But I'm here to talk about some of the positive things because, believe it or not, they do have positive qualities to them too. They're actually very protective of each other and very family oriented as well. Like hyenas, they're able to eat about 1/3 of their body mass in just one meal. They eat a ton of Andrina. I can't figure it out. What is which? Always look at a zebra's nose to figure it out. All of our zebras here have a prominent black tipped nose, meaning they're all black with white stripes.
Oh, he's spinning.
Now, in simple terms I can think of, their function of the horns is quite literally like a personal air conditioner on the top of their head to help them stay nice and chill. They're feeling a little bit too hot out here. By the Afrikaans, which is a type of South African Dutch language that was used to name lots of the animals that we actually know of today. So you might hear me talk about the language a little bit more with some other animals we might see later on, but it literally just translates to wild beast. Because they are so close, just for a second, I am going to turn my mic off just because I don't want to startle any of them from the back. Thank you all so much for letting me do that for them. Sometimes they get a little bit spooked. Shade of pink compared to some other flamingos you might have seen before, and that's just because they are the biggest in size. I challenge you to try and look out and see if you can find some of our younger flamingos. If you didn't know, flamingos are born with dark gray feathers and black legs. It takes a flamingo like 2 to 3 years to fully gain their pink coloring, which they of course get mostly from their diet of brine shrimp. Okay, so the female that is actually right next to him, that is his sister. They're only those two are related. So a male lion's name in Swahili, Simba. That's how they named the character for the movie. Thank all the females in your life. These are the real girl bosses. They do all of the work. They're the ones that do most of the hunting, while the males just kind of stay back, mosey on, do whatever they use, replenish. Pack it up loads of different animals, including my personal favorites that we did not get to see on this round, unfortunately, was the African painted dogs. Definitely look them up if you've never seen them before. So stinking cute. But I do want to give extra awareness to them just because they were not seen and they are my favorites. As of right now, there is about less than 7,000 painted dogs left in Africa. And guess what? They're actually already going extinct in roughly 13 different countries that they should be in Africa right now. That's mostly because of estranglement and traffic.
And I took the tram in. I'm going to walk it back. Look at the sky. A little bit of a walk across the parking lot, but awesome. The sun is starting to set with the cloud formation up in the sky. It was a good day. I'm glad I showed up. This is interesting. This dinosaur parking area. Is that 222 or question mark, question mark, question mark? Oh, it's 222, but from here it looked like question mark, question mark, question mark. And that's gonna do it for today. From Disney's Animal Kingdom. Made it back to my area. Actually, I wasn't in 227. I was actually in 232 or 233. But I'm still in the giraffe. The reason I thought it was 227 is because this says 227 to 232 up top. That's all the giraffe area. Nonetheless, same general vicinity, but I remember the 227 because the TV show 227, and I just pictured a giraffe living there. That's gonna do it for today. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.